is top stitched all the way up, and I did that. Right, so the lining is now in, and this is the skirt of the dress. Right, so as you can see, I've overlocked it all the way around here. Do you remember how bulky it was? When you think about it, you've got the lining, you've got 2 rows of knit, and you've got 2 rows of the main fabric. There's quite a lot of fabric in here, so that should stick out nicely. So this is now overlocking. It's now neat, tidied up. All the mess is now locked inside, so we've got no problem with that. The only thing is problem with this dress is that it's hard to iron. So what I have to do is I have to get I've got this large big steam and give it the once over. But you will see this dress in its glory when at the wedding, when she's got it on. So I'll make sure you get to see it. So that's that done. And now we've got to concentrate on the top of the dress. Well, this is going to be very slow. I don't know how I'm going to get you to see this as well. It's going to be in section. I don't know how many part 1, part 2 you're going to have to look at to see this dress. But at least you'll be able to make it. So that's the dress taking its shape. So now let's get on with the dress, the top part. I'm going to put this back on the dummy. That is that section. This is this section, which I am now cut down to size. So this section now is going, joining on this section here. There. That's joining that. So that is, turn this around, that is that section there. So we're now going to put one on either section. Yeah. And then now this section here is for the back. So let me measure this on the back, Back is 6 inches. And that goes there around the back. And this section goes here. So now I've got to do the same. Goes there. So this bit here is being hand stitched. So now I've got to do the same with this. I've got to now hand stitch it. So I'll put the two together like that. That's that one, and that one is pinned on that one. So let me pin it, and then I'll hand stitch them. What I'm doing here is I'm sealing these. I'm sealing them because I'm cutting off the sequence because it's too bulky. So what I'm doing is bonder webbing. It's where I'm going to cut it. And then I open them up. So it's in effect, I'm actually gluing. I'm gluing the stitching line that's already there for the sequence, because I'm going to interfere with it. and cut them off. So that will allow it to start running, but we don't want it to run. So all we want to do is cut all this bulkiness off. So I take my scissors and I go through them one line at a time and cut them off. And because I put that glue there, I'm hoping, not hoping, it's to help and stop it from continue to run and pull all the rest of these sequins out from the front. So I'm gluing it. So that's what I'm doing. And I do that to all of the corners that I've joined here. So I will do this. Here we have the full yoke for the outside of the dress to go around the edge of the dress. So that's the front. This is the shoulder bit, the sleeve bits, and this is the back. And if I was to fold it up to show you, that's how it will be going around the dress, looking like that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to iron on the Bonder web. Right, and then I'm going to basically glue it to the dress. So that's what I'm going to do now. Let me get my piece of paper. I'm going to do this in sections. Here we have the yoke of the dress. This is the grand finale. When we put this on, we're finished. So we're going to top stitch this on all the way up the top, around the top of the dress. And then we're going to hand sew hem the edge here because the zip's in the way, so that's the finishing for that side. And then the dress is finished. Hopefully, not hopefully, this will be nice and tight. So there is the yoke of the dress. So it's going on the top of the dress. On the top, that section there. All the way around. And I must say, what I've done as well with this, I've done some stiffening on it because I want this to be nice and tight, strong. It's going to be holding firm at the top, so you can't even lift your arms up. So let's go over to it, and we're going to pin this now to the dress.